Last week I had two expectations, and here's the reason why. If I measure my fib retracement right from this particular point where this bearish momentum started, if I measure my fib retracement right from here straight to this particular point, you can see that the market has already tapped in between the 0.5 and 0.618 fib level. So what I was expecting at this point was for the market to first of all drop to the 100% and then direct to the extension. And as you can see, the extension, I dropped a white line right here. This white line was dating right from back at this particular point here. You can see all the levels that that white line has reacted. So I was expecting the market to come back. I was expecting the market to come back to that particular level, and I'll be out of the market from there. So actually the market traded to the place where I expected it to reverse from, and then I saw a bearish engulfing candle right here, which I executed the trade. So enough of last week. Let's go straight to what we have for this week. Today is currently Monday. Today is currently Monday, 11th of May. So let's check what we have for this week. Now, what I'll be expecting from the dollar index this week is, let me take out the last week analysis line. So this week, what I'll be expecting from the market is that it's either we are going to trade back up, which I'm convinced that we already traded up from this gap right here. So I'm convinced that might be the next drop point. So I'm expecting we come like this, and then we bounce off to that particular line, which white line, which is a 96.509. Remember, this is dollar index. So this is where I'm expecting the market to dump to. So once this candle, this red candle you are seeing here, drop to this level here, I'll be expecting to enter another position again on my trade. So the other scenario that I will be looking at this week, because I always want to get two scenarios, because market don't move in one single direction. You cannot just predict a sell and the market will continue selling. Sometimes market will do the opposite and then continue buying. So what I will also be expecting is that the market can easily trade up to this level right here and then retest this particular neckline here, which is making this a double bottom, even more than a double bottom, because you can see the first touch here, second touch, and then this other one. So once we come back to the retest, I will be sure that we are coming back to this zone, and if this zone cannot hold, that means the blue zone can be another option for us. So that's the two scenario I have for DXY this particular week. So I think I'll keep a line to that particular point here. I think I should keep a line here so that I will know when to execute a buy on a sell on DXY. So right here, once I get a red candle that will cross this particular zone here, I'm taking a short on the dollar index. So over to EURUSD, which is the pair I'll be trading for the week. So over to EURUSD. Now on EURUSD, you can see we have similar pattern to what was happening on the dollar index. So from this point to this point was the expansion where the momentum entered into the market. So this was when the buyers came in strong and then they pushed the market up. So right from that particular point, if we measure our fib retracement right from here to here, and extend it to the right, and we can see that in between our 0.5 and 0.618, you can see that market has already tapped into that particular zone. And apart from market tapping into that particular zone, I can see a pattern right here, which is this particular one here. Excuse me. So I can see a pattern here, which is the market extending to the downside right here, went back up and came down here, went back up again, came down. So this is more like a shoulder, a head, and the right shoulder. Then this symbol for me, as a price action support and resistance trader, for me this symbol signals that the market is likely going to push up just like this. So this signals that the market is probably going to push up. So the sideways can also happen. So me seeing this pattern does not mean the market is going to go straight like I predicted. Sometimes you can see invalidate a pattern. So that's why you need to also take precaution and execute your trade conservatively. I'm expecting to approach EURUSD trade this week is this. Since we already got this retracement, just like this line you're seeing, you can see my directional line. So from this particular point, I expected the retracement to drop off to this particular point, just like inverse of what happened on the dollar index just now. So I'm expecting the market to drop to here and then bounce off to the upside right here, and maybe we can have some retracement before the expansion to 1.1926, which is this white line you're seeing here. So that's it. And the other case scenario, the second approach, which I'm also expecting, is this retracement that already started. If it gets invalidated and the market keeps trading to the upside, then I'll just expect the market to come down to this level, invalidating the neckline of this double top right here. And then upon the retest, I will check out for confluence to execute a sell trade on EURUSD. But for the meantime, I'm long on EURUSD. I've already entered this particular trade buy since last week. I had it over the weekend, and on my second account, to which I cannot hold trade over the weekend, on that account I executed it early this morning. That was when I entered the buy. So I'll be waiting for the market to either continue to the upside or break out. So dumping to the downside means hitting my stop loss because I'm currently on the trade, and going to the upside means profit. So we'll just look out for that. And then so that is it for EURUSD. So we'll move over to GBPUSD and see if we have any clear direction there, because as of last week GBPUSD don't have any clear pattern to me. So I think the noise is still on GBPUSD, but anyway, I still waiting for expecting the market to bounce to the upside. This green line, the tiny green line you're seeing here, that's where I'm still expecting GBPUSD to bounce to. But the other case scenario is that since we already have a double top and the market is currently reacting here, which almost tapped the 100% of the double top, which is the neckline of the double top. So if we eventually come back down and break the neckline, that means we are coming back down to this yellow zone, and from then we can have the decision if the market is going to continue dumping to the downside. So what can happen, the worst case that can happen to GBPUSD is if the market should just keep, excuse me, the worst case that can happen to GBP is that if the market keeps dumping and gets to here, to the extent of crossing below, I will just expect a little retracement, and then I will short GBPUSD to this particular point here, the blue zone. But the highest place, which is where I favor 60 to 70% possibility, is for the market to just continue heading towards the upper direction, which is just continue up from right here. So this is the one I currently see at the moment, for the market to just continue pushing up. So enough of GBPUSD. That is not pretty much clear to me, just like Euro was. I'll just go to straight to gold, XAUUSD. So this XAUUSD, last week I was expecting XAUUSD that we might pull back to this green zone right here, and then we continue to the upside. And then when the market opened, I noticed that the pullback was kind of slow. So I had to just keep watching gold. So the market traded to the 100% retracement, but this level here, this minor neckline. If I scale lower, you see that this is a double top. So when the market scaled to this particular point, I was like, is this guy going to dump, or what's he planning? What is he planning? So I just fold my hands and I was watching. After this dump, I was not convinced with this particular drop, because if this drop can make a tiny retracement and start dumping, that means it's not clear enough. So I just kept quiet and was looking at it. Then I had this guy come back inside this place, traced, and then popped up again. Then I know that for sure we are going to take a long. So I just dropped the long position on my status, because I used to drop those trades on my status and also on my Telegram channel. So upon the move, I didn't take the trade. I just called for it. I didn't take it because I was already long on EURUSD, and I can't over risk my account. So that was why I didn't take the trade. So as the market kept unfolding till this particular level, I noticed that we broke this structure. And not only this structure, we have invalidated this particular one also. We have breached this one. And what usually happens on all these pairs is that if we invalidate a structure, the market might either come back to test this one, or it's going to test where this one reacted to before. Because this one found a support right here, and then went back to resistance before breaking through the support. And now that we are back on top of the support, we are not using it as a resistance again, just like we did here. Now that we are back on top, the market is trying to find support back there also. So if this support should hold, on gold, let me zoom in. So if this support should hold on gold, that means we should be expecting a bounce off from here. So we should be expecting to see something like this on gold this week, and then we'll continue to somewhere here, or even break above. But for now, this is the scenario I'm seeing on gold. And the other scenario, the second probability which can easily happen on gold also, is for the market to just trade like this and continue heading back to the downside. So these are the two scenarios that I'm expecting for gold this week. You know that gold is very volatile. You cannot expect it to just go up like this and end here. So I'm just keeping this as a scenario, because I know that if gold should come here and start dumping to the downside, once we break here, the next level is back to this white zone, which is around the $4,350 level, which is this particular key zone here. That will be the next drop. Or as long as the market keeps going to the upside and this retracement should hold here. Sorry guys for the little distraction. So where was I? So as long as we get a buy from here on gold, as long as we get a buy that will get to at least this level here, and I'll just watch out for a little retracement right here and a bullish candle confirmation. Then I'll join the bullish side of gold. I'll join the bullish side of gold right from there to this particular zone, which is to hit this 100% retracement level. And once we break out, we can know the further reactions to what gold is probably going to do. So guys, as usual, this is a disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor and I'm not yet an expert trader yet, so I'm not in the right position for you to take trading decision from. So whatever you see here on this channel is just for documentary and educational purpose, for self-improvement. So whatever you find here on my channel, please do your own research and also trade conservatively and manage your risk, guys. So guys, see you next week and thank you for watching. Peace.